Hello again, this is Dr. Bill Wyatt with the American Orthodontic Society, and I'm going to try to run over a short video here with you this morning on extracting the first bicuspids on a case. And this case had a whole bunch of problems, none of them very extremely serious. One of them was a little TMJ problem that they had, but let me just go over it with you and show you what the problems were and what we were going to try to do to kind of overcome this. Now, we extracted some teeth, but I never do extract teeth on somebody unless they choose that's the way they want to go. And I like for them to bring their husband or their children or whoever it is that is close to them with them, and if they want to go that way, that's the way we'll go. So let's have just a few minutes here. We'll take to go through this case. It's not a very serious case, but I'm going to go through the problems they've got right here to start with. One of them is we got too much fullness in the face right here. And so that's a problem that we'll have to deal with. We've got a little excess vertical height in the face. If you measure it down here, in other words, the jaw's a little further away from the nose than you'd like, and the chin looks like it's back some here. If it were out more, I'm sorry for that deal there coming up. The chin would be up there closer. So let's go through these different things that we've got. Okay, here again is just looking straight at the facial structure, we see the same things coming up. And when she smiles, she's got a lot of lip, a lot of gum showing there. That's not ideal at all. But you'll see the teeth are crowded. Now, when we look in the mouth, there's several reasons to take the teeth out here. They're very crowded, and the bite's closed. There's a little class 2-ish on one side, I think. And here we're showing the two bicuspids on the left side of the mouth, and when we look up through from the bottom, we've got an overjet, and the lower teeth come up and hit these spots right in here, and that causes them to keep the jaw back, and that interferes with the temporomandibular joint problem. So we're going to try to clear that up too as we do this. So I just suggested the things and what it would look like. I knew just about what it looked like. It's not going to bring her face in all that much or close her jaw, the anterior face of the height very much either. So let's go on to the next deal. This is just the upper teeth, looking at them before we took the teeth out, and the lower teeth are crowded up. Now, something here that we haven't talked about much, that instead of these teeth being out like this, they're in like this, you see. Now, these people have a vacuum problem. In other words, they swallow at night and keep a tremendous vacuum in there, which pushes these side teeth in. The cuspids are pretty strong, and they stay out. These went in some, but that's another problem that we see here. So you'll see that we have tried to overcome that. Here now, we're already into the case. We've extracted the teeth, and we've got rectangular arch wires in there with a little lacing here that keeps the front teeth together, even though you take the arch wire out in justice or whatever it needs. So that's just regular orthodontics, that we're just going to look at the reasons for doing this now. All right, so we've corrected the jaw relation and overjet and overbite, and it's awful setting about end to end. We hope it'll close it down a little bit better than that time we're through with it. All right, we're going to run through it. Now, this is 91. It started in 1988, I believe, when we got through. So here we are in 91, and you see the bicuspids are gone. You don't notice where they went to. I'll show all this in the x-rays here in a minute. Now, here's the finish thing in 1991 from 88. So we've got the profile in some, it's not caved in. The jaw is a little bit further forward than it was, but not all that much. There's not any drastic change with this, but when you look at it from the front, you see a much more pleasant facial structure than you had to start with. And when she smiled, we did not do away with the gumminess of the smile. Now, we can train a person like this to stretch their upper lip, and when they smile, don't smile real big, just kind of smile. It's very difficult, and to completely get rid of that without surgically going in and shortening the bone structure to bring that up. But you can see her smile a little bit better. Now, here's the cephalometric picture that we started with, and she had an overjet about like that, and that is her overjet, and we got it to something like this with a little flatter facial profile. And here we start out with the x-rays, as you can see how crowded, and we took out the first bias, or I didn't take them out, I sent her to her dentist to remove these. And this is some of the very flexible starting wires that we used on the bottom first, and then we took the upper teeth and came in, or we had them take them out. And well, we've leveled that up pretty good, and here it is in 91. I think she's 27 years old now, and this is after we finished, and this is the way it looked here. And that's the right side of the mouth when we started in 88, 6 of 88, and there it is, but we're not looking straight at it from this side, but the teeth are lined up better. The overbite is much better here from the front. Got a little bit of problem with the midline. I don't worry about that. On this side also, we took the teeth out, and that side's fitting in there good. And this is the upper arch when we started, and there it is now. So even though we took the teeth out, you know that we've got it rounded out more. This was somebody that had this problem with the waking up. You can take your tongue, and if you got a good seal out here, you can swallow 2 or 3 times, and you'll have a vacuum out here. There's no muscle stuff that'll push those teeth in like that. And if you look at where the upper jaw was, and there's the teeth are in it, and you think we took this tooth out and we move this together, it would be even more in like this, but it's not. We developed the arch, or brought it out further on the side. Now here we watch this close, look at it now, and now look at it, and see how much bigger it is. I mean, we broadened the smile out. So when you smile now, even though she's gummy, you're going to see teeth back on the side. It's much better looking. And now this is the lower arch, which had a drastic change. Now just keep your eye on these teeth right here, and watch that go out. Well, I'm sorry. I thought I had it all rigged up for that. I think we've got that over here later. Now this is 91, and that's the upper retainer. and we put a retainer in there with a little bitty ramp on it that would hold her teeth forward in the daytime, and then at nighttime we put a much deeper retainer. I should have had this lower arch here lined up with that other one back there, but you see how much bigger it is. Let me run back here right quick and see that arch. Now look at that, and now look at this. And you see how much better it is, and it's brought out, and yet there's one of the teeth is missing in here. Now, we put a ramp on there for her to bite in the night, and it holds her jaw forward, and that stopped, it pulled the head of the condyle away from the retrodiscal tissue and stopped our TMJ problem that we had. So these are a group of problems that this person has. You go over these with them, what you can do, and you have a pretty good idea, and let them decide. Do you want to keep these teeth or not? I could have put them in there, but I would have made her face even fuller, and I would have made her the length in here even more. And so people make their own decisions. I don't do it up there in an ordering manner, say we got to pull your 4 bicuspids out. I tell them why I want to do it, or feel like they ought to do it, and then they make the decision. And if the mother and father and the child is there, or if it's a man, or if it's a woman, I darn sure want to have her husbands come around and look at it, and if he makes a decision or she makes a decision. So here it is, and that's the daytime deal, and the nighttime, this is the big ramp. In other words, you can't close your teeth without bending the jaw forward. And here we are. There's not as drastic a difference in the woman's facial structure, but it is less than it was. And so she's still got a good smile line, and if she just smiles very kind of a Cary Grant type, or you can pull your lower lip, your upper lip down over your teeth, and I'll tell you, you can stretch your lip all over the place if you just do that enough. I know because when I was a little boy, my teeth showed, the old orthodontist had me do that, and now when I'm just relaxed, you don't even see my teeth. So that's what had happened. So here, this is the end of this video, and I hope you get something out of this, and if you can use it, well, use it, and join our group and subscribe to our channel. We'd like to have you, and I'd like to see you around again. So I'm going to sign off here, and we will stop this.